So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing extremely well, and this is your very own Mars Coder this side. So we are going to solve the problem trapping rainwater today. So what is the problem saying? The problem is saying that you have been given an array, and this array is representing heights of the buildings. Heights of buildings, right? So if we try to plot this height of building over a straight line, this is the length, this is the height of, like this is the building of height 3, a building of height 0, 1, 0 and similarly 402, right? And now the problem says that rain comes in the town and the water gets filled up between the buildings, right? So if the water is filling up, it will fill in this particular fashion, right? It will fill in this particular fashion, right? You can see that water will fill up in this particular fashion, right? Okay, because these buildings will now act as boundaries, right? These buildings will now act as boundaries. Now you have to tell me how much units of water, how much units of water will get filled up, will get filled up, right? Will get filled up. So how are we going to approach this problem? So we have to build intuition over it. We have to build intuition over it. What is the intuition? So if you look closely, this particular index 0, how much units of water are there? 3 units of water are there, right? 3 units of water are there. How are they getting stored? What are the boundary for this? This is a one particular boundary, and this is one particular boundary, right? These buildings are actually the main reason why 3 units of water are getting stored, right? On the right, on the right, 4 is the length of the boundary. On the left, 3 is the length of the boundary, right? On the right, 4 is the length of the boundary. On the left, 3 is the length of the boundary. Now, please tell me, how are we calculating 3? How are we getting 3 here, right? Suppose I had another array, right? The length here was 5, the length here was 4, and the length here was 6, right? Like this is the building of length 4, building of length 6, and building of length 5. And now suppose this is a building of length 0. This is one particular building of length 0. How will the water store here? So you will say it clearly that water will store here, 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 and up till the length of 5, right? This particular block of 1 unit length will not get filled up. Why? Because the water will start brimming out from here. Water will start brimming out from here. So what are we actually trying to do? And now suppose we are actually adding a tower of length 7 here. So then what will happen? 6 will get covered up and not below that. So what is actually happening? When the configuration was 5, 4, 6, we were actually filling 5 units of water. When the configuration was 7, 5, 4, 6, we were actually filling 6 units of water. So what is actually happening is, we are taking the maximum from the left, maximum from left, maximum from right. Now minimum of these two, right? Similarly, maximum from left is 7, maximum from right is 6, and minimum of 7 and 6 is 6. Are you able to understand? That is what happened. Like, try to visualize it as a boundary wall, right? And then the answer will get clear to you, right? Similarly, for 0, the configuration is 3, 4. The maximum on the right is, like, the configuration is 402 here and 301 here. The maximum from left is 3, maximum from right is 4. Minimum of these two is 3. So 3 units of water. But is that all? Is that all? No. Let us see about this one, right? For this one, configuration is 30 here and 0402 here. Maximum here is 4 again, maximum here is left 3 again, right? Done. Now, minimum of these two is 3. Okay, so what are the contributions here? We are only getting 2 units, 1 and 2. Why? Because 1 unit of water is being filled up by 1 itself. So what is actually happening? It is happening something like this: maximum from right, comma maximum from left. We have to take the minimum of these two and we have to subtract the value, right? We have to subtract the value. Now this value should not go below 0, so we are taking the maximum here also. Take this value only if it is greater than equals to 0, greater than equals to 0, right? Take this value only if it is greater than equals to 0. That is our main thing. That is our main thing. Okay, so our array was 3, 0, 4, 0, 2, right? What are the maximum on the right of 3? Nothing. Like, we can include 3 as well. So 3 is the maximum on right of 3. 4 is the maximum on right of 3. Minimum is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. For 0 it is 3 again, 4 again, minimum is 3 again, 3 minus 0 is 3. For 4 it is 3 here, 4 here, 3. 3 minus 4 is minus 1, but we are going to choose a positive value, so it will be replaced with 0, right? Okay. For 0 it is 4 here, 2 here, minimum is 2, so 2 minus 0 is 2. For 2 it is 4 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 minus 2 is 0. So what is actually happening? 3 units from this one, 2 units from this one, right? There was also 1 here, if I am not wrong. 1 0 was also there. So 1 0 will also contribute 2 from this, 3 from this. So 2, 3. So what is actually happening? We are getting 10 units of water. You can see the configuration also. 3 from here, 2 from here, 3 from here, 2 from here, right? So I hope you are getting the point. We have to calculate the maximum from the right, calculate the maximum from the left, take the minimum, subtract it with the original index, and then if it is greater than 0, then answer plus, otherwise take it as 0 only, right? Now, how to solve it? Algorithm, we have decided what is happening. What is happening? This has been figured out. How to do this is the problem now. So, okay, 3 0 4 0, sorry, 3 0 1 0 4 0, right? 3 0 1 0 4 0 2. This is a particular array. We have to apply the algorithm here, right? We have to find the left maximum, we have to find the right maximum. Simplest way, brute force. What will you do for brute force? You will say for particular all the indexes, right? For I going from 0 till n minus 1, right? L max equals to 0, R max equal to 0, right? Now, for j going from I to n minus 1, R max equals to maximum of R max and ARRI. And similarly for I going from 0 to I, L max equals to maximum of L max comma ARRI, right? Now this will give you right maximum, this will give you left maximum. Answer equals to, answer plus equals to, you can say answer equals to 0 here, answer plus equals to maximum of 0, because we chose that we have to take the positive values only. Find the minimum of L max comma R max, right? This will give you the minimum value minus ARRI, right? I hope I am clear with this, right? I hope I am clear with this. Okay. Now, after this inner loop, outer loop will also finish return answer. Okay, so as I always say in my videos, that brute force is whatever the question demands from you, do that. Whatever the question demands from you, do that. We did only that. For all the indexes, we found the left maximum, we found the right maximum, and then we chose to do the 3 steps which we wanted, right? Now, how to optimize it? How to optimize it, right? How to optimize it? Let us see. 3 0 1 0 4 0 2. I am talking about right maximum. Tell me, for 2, what is right maximum? 2. For 0, what is right maximum? 2. For 4, what is right maximum? 4, including 4, right? For 0, what is right maximum? 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I can compare the right maximum for this and this. Like what I'm trying to say is, if there is an array here, right, and the right maximum of all array is 2, right, then the right maximum of 0 is gonna be either this element or maximum of this element. That is, it is maximum of ARRI or this value. Let us say it is x or x, right, and choose it here. Similarly, 4 was only compared with this 2. 4 was maximum, so 4 here. 0 was only compared to this 4 here. 1 was only compared to this 4 here. 0 was only compared to 4 here, 4 here, right? So what I'm trying to do is, for this particular array 3 0 1 0 4 0 2, Let me make, like this is ARR, let me make a V of same length, initialize all values by 0, right? And then use a loop. How? Say max C equals to 0, and now for I going from n minus 1 till 0, do something like this. What do? We say max C equals to max of current max C and ARR I, and then V of I equals to max C, right? And then this array, this loop will change this to 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, right? Let us say it is VL. We can do it VR, sorry. We can do it same for VL. It will change to 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. But we don't want that. I am removing this concept. I don't want that. I only want VR. Okay. Now what you will do? After this, use max C equals to 0 again, answer equals to 0 again. Now, for I going from 0 to n minus 1, first update your max C. Instead of using a different loop for VL, use here only. So max C equals to max of max C comma ARRI. This will give you the maximum, and then answer plus equals to the same line. This same line. Right? Answer plus equals to maximum of 0 with minimum of max C, which is from the, like this is storing left max, right? And right, that is VRI, max C comma VRI minus ARRI. As simple as that, guys, as simple as that. And then return your answer, return answer. So what is actually happening in the above loop, in the brute force method, we were using an O of n time here, and O of n time here, and O of n time here. So it will actually equals to O of 2n square, right? Not optimized. But space was O of 1 here, to be it's a fact. But here, in this particular problem, we are using O of n here, O of n here, right? So time complexity is O of 2n and space complexity O of n. Why O of n? Because of this VR, and that is why I avoided VL, to avoid the space of O of n extra. You can use that time, space complexity will not vary, but still it is a better optimized version, right? So I hope you're getting the point, and I hope you're ready to code it down. So here we are, guys. First of all, int n equals to AR.size. Second, subscribe to the channel. Third, vector int right, let us say v only, of size n comma 0. Now int max c equals to 0 for int I going from n minus 1 I greater than equals to 0 I minus minus max c equals to max of max c comma ARRI. Now v of I equals to max c. Now max c equals to 0 again, and int answer equals to 0. For int I going from 0 I less than n I plus plus, updated. So max c equals to max of max c comma ARRI. This will give you the left maximum. And now answer plus equals to max of 0 comma min of max c comma v of I minus ARRI. Return your answer. As simple as that. Let us try to compile and run it and avoid the typing mistakes, guys. Okay, running for the sample test case. Let us see for the submission as well. Okay, working fine. So thank you for watching. Hope you liked it, and please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.